Okay, so we have a random walk on Wall Street. It says the random walk theory of stock prices holds that price movements in disjoint time periods are independent of each other. So let's suppose that we record only whether the price is up or down each year, and that the probability that our portfolio rises in price in any given 1 year is 65% or 0.65. This is the probability that's approximately correct for a portfolio containing equal dollar amounts for all common stocks listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So the first question is asking what's the probability that our portfolio goes up for 3 consecutive years? Now, you never had any like deal or ever like heard of anything language dealing with stocks. When we say portfolio is just basically like your combination of investments, like where all your money's being, divided into. So don't think of it as like an actual portfolio, like a physical object. It's just basically saying like how much money you're putting in what stock and what account. Anyways, it's basically asking for what's the probability that you're always going to have increases in your stocks for not always, but what's the probability you're going to have an increase in first, second, and third year in a row. So since it's told that the price movements are independent, and we say disjoint time periods, disjoint meaning like time periods that aren't connected. So like the first 6 months of a year and the second 6 months of the year. So like we're not talking about like time periods that overlap. So we're saying disjoint time periods are independent. So the first 6 months of the year is not going to help you predict what the next 6 months of the year are going to look like, or what you 1 year, or if you take 1 year, what the next year is going to look like. Anyways, so since we're told they're independent of each other, you're just going to use the multiplication rule, and you're just going to basically multiply 0.65 times 3, because it says the probability of 1 year is 0.65. So we just do 0.65 times 0.65 times 0.65. And that will give us about 0.27. 0.2746. And now part B, what's the probability that the portfolio's value moves in the same direction, either up or down for 3 consecutive years? Okay, so there's only two ways that this can happen. Either it can always go up or it can always go down. So we already found the probability that it'll go up for 3 consecutive years. So now we have to find the probability that's going to go down for 3 consecutive years. Now, if the probability that it's going to go up in a year, in any given year, is 0.65, the probability that it's going to go down in a year is, 0.35, because it's going to be the complement of going up, or 1 minus 0.65, 0.35. So the probability that's going to go up 3 consecutive years using the same principle as we did in part A, we're just going to do 0.35 times 0.35 times 0.35. And we'll get about 0.042875. Or I have to actually put this is technically exact. But now, since it's asking what's the probability that these are going to go up or down, both of these occurring or either of these occurring would satisfy us meeting this condition. So what we do is we just add these probabilities together, because these probabilities are all part of the same sample space. So we just add this to 0.24625, in which I got more precisely what I got on part A, and we'll get 0.3175.